Welcome to Superchat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is somebody who's actually been a long time friend here in the Superchat family, an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated couple of creators, and this is Bluehouse Travel's Travel Services. This is a channel that's just made as a social media platform to promote their travel business because they can help us with all of our travel booking needs. So it's something to keep in mind if you're thinking about travel. Like I said, incredibly supportive to us here on YouTube and to everybody that they come across. I lost track of how long they've been with us. Feels like well over 2 years. It's 101 subscribers that they've got right now. We'd love to give them a few extras, get that 100 locked in, but they actually have another channel. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you Social Couplepreneur. And this is the original channel from these creators where they enjoy their own YouTube journey. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Closing in on 2,000 subscribers. They've been officially on the road for a while now, and they bring us a lot of variety here. So on their banner, they say family, food, and travel, but there's actually a lot more to this channel. They are a dynamic couple with an incredible charisma between the two of them, if that makes sense. The back and forth between these creators has always been great. I'm just going to take their latest video, though, that they put out yesterday and put this into a special playlist that I use. I call it Catch Up. It was named by our friend Ghostly Winds from Australia, but it's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. And playlists can be a great tool for that. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other right now for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So we featured Bluehouse Travel Services just to give them some extra promotion. We feature a different channel every single day here in Superchat. Based on impact and generosity that I've seen within the community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. We do that so that you can literally meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. So I've got quite a few names on the wheel already. She Stole My Thunder is a fellow Canadian from the Montreal area. They dropped a super chat on us before we even started. I've got them on the wheel. I noticed that Together We Travel is here. They're going to be featured in a few more episodes. I've got that set up already. Scratch and PPA and Michael's Adventures, of course, are at the top of the Wheel of Doom. They are both beloved and dedicated moderators. They are two of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6 years on YouTube. Kristen Welton is here. That's my love. We are together in Niagara Falls, Canada. She's here as a member and a moderator. On the wheel with Andy from Ace Flaw 1, who has been a friend of over 3.5 years. He is one of the first creators I met in the small YouTuber community. And Bandit Exploring Mike and Mona Did What were both early in the door. Come Hither with Heather and Charlene Heel are both members as well on the wheel. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve is already there, but the Bullock Experience is about to be added. And he is someone that comes in just about every single day as well, for which I'm grateful. He's actually got 2 channels. We'll look at both of those when they come up. I'll do some more introductions in a moment. Cricket 208 I run into every day now supporting other creators. And Don Ray B is long time known as an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in the Superchat family, with a special twist on a on a homesteading channel. My voice was fine, I promise you, before we started. Let's Try Gardening. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Live chat moved, then why didn't they take the button off? I'm not sure what you mean. Let's Try Gardening. And then I see Two Old Guys Vintage and Resale is in the house. I did already say hello to Together We Travel. Just Jason Keto is a member, and we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. So the first channel we'll look at after our featured channels of the day, which is Social Couplepreneur and Blue House Travel Services, will be She Stole My Thunder. We'll get to spinning the wheel soon enough. Canadian Family Life is also in the house, I see, along with Granny Filming again, and Henry Leslie Vermont. Good to see you here. Moesha's Empire and Rock Chick Beauty are both in the house, and M&T Living and Cooking is here. And yeah, I'm not sure I caught that question, if it was meant for me. If anybody's mentioned something that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat. Connect and grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Ron's Keto Cafe is here. TCG fam is sliding in quickly. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by to say hello or drop a thumbs up. And I know we have a couple of friends that run the stream in the background. Jada might be watching, and for anybody else that's doing that, I appreciate it. As well, if there's anybody brand new that's watching right now and can't chat, there's 2 things going on. One of those is that we've got a 20-minute time limit on subscriber mode. You have to subscribe to the channel, wait 20 minutes, and then you can come in and chat. But we expect to be here for another at least 2.5 hours. So lots of time today. I do appreciate the patience. You only have to go through that once. The other thing too is that once in a while we find glitches. This has always been a thing on YouTube, or at least since I've been here. And it's called shadow banning, and it's not for any particular reason. I find it happens to the channels that are most active, especially when you're trying to grow and going from grow stream to grow stream, similar to Tuber Chat. But what happens is you find yourself not being able to chat, but you actually haven't been banned on the channel. That can be solved with a couple of quick ideas. The first one is please reset your device, whether it's a phone or a laptop or a tablet. Or a desktop computer, any of those, even a television might work. We can't chat on a television, so I'm being silly there, but that's okay. When otherwise, if you can't get into a channel, it's worth reaching out to the host or one of the moderators on another social network like Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. I'm on all of those, and then let them know there's a problem. You can be added into a special place in the YouTube channel settings, where you add your moderators, hidden words, hidden channels. There's a place called approved users. It's not used for very much just yet, but it can be, and it looks like they're starting to expand that. But if you put a channel in your approved users, they're able to get by that glitch and get into the chat. The True Ben Show, good to see you in the house. Little Ridge Farm, good to see you here as well. Thank you for coming in, and thank you, The True Ben Show. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody, but as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So again, that's Social Couplepreneur, and this is another dynamic couple of creators. They've been dear friends for a very long time, incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters, both here in the Tuber Chat family and to everybody that they come across. We look at their shorts videos. They're starting to get into the thousands of views with these. Live streams are something that they were doing somewhat frequently. We'll see if those pick back up. And then again, just to show you the channel we were talking about, Blue House Travel Services is our featured channel for today, and this is their travel booking presence online, so they can help us with all our travel needs. When you're thinking about traveling, I hope you'll reach out to them. Dejanay Gordon, Dejanay Gordon Education. I can't read for some reason. I've even got my glasses on. And that's a familiar channel. Pardon me. Dejanay Gordon Educational Channel. It's good to see you here. Big Dude, good to have you in the house. Wayne's World Unlimited is here. And pardon me, I try to get channel names right, and I refer to everybody by their full channel name because I want to promote you and make sure everybody in the chat knows who I'm talking about when we're telling stories. My Flock is Everywhere is celebrating their birthday tomorrow, so happy day before your birthday. For some of us, it will be Mother's Day. We celebrate that in Canada. I believe our American counterparts also celebrate that. So hopefully all the mothers out there that are celebrating are enjoying their weekend. And thank you so much. Don Ray B for the share. Thank you, everybody, for sharing out. So let's get to She Stole My Thunder. They dropped a super chat before we started. We always put super chatters on the screen right away, and then we'll get to spinning the wheel soon enough. After a long period of time, I'll add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation in the chat over the next hour and a half to 2.5 hours or so. She Stole My Thunder tells us on their banner that they review books, art, and movies. They actually do a lot more on their channel, but that is the focus. And pardon me while I'm just looking around for stuff here. She Stole My Thunder happens to be a fellow Canadian from the Montreal area, and they're here with us just about every single day as well. Another incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I can see I'm close to falling behind with your video, so I'm just going to take one of your latest ones. This one's pretty short. It's an art review, but I'll put that in my catch-up list. That's the playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Hey, Arifesti, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Brazinger Inc. is here as a member. I'm going to get them onto the wheel as well. I ran into them earlier today supporting other creators also. And oh, I see, Wayne's World Unlimited. Yeah, it's a bit of a handful to look after all these social media networks, not to mention multiple YouTube channels. It's D Bankroll, good to see you in the house. They're going to help us with our finances. And Kristen Welton, my love, thank you for the highlighted milestone message. She actually took over the Stream Boss position, which is the video game life meter under my camera there. Every Super Chat membership and highlighted milestone message knocks a little bit of life off of the Stream Boss, and the person who knocks them out will get some extra exposure for a little while. And then let's look at She Stole My Thunder's content. Now, they bring us shorts, videos, and live streams. So let's see how the shorts are doing right now. When we get over here, we see that these are starting to get into the hundreds of views. That will likely continue and start climbing towards the first 1,000. And then when we look at their live streams, they've got one coming up. Actually, this one's scheduled for later in the month, but they just did a John Wick 4. I didn't realize they were on number 4 already. Movie review. They just did that a week and a half ago. I'm going to take that replay. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list as well. Pardon me. Now, She Stole My Thunder, like I said, is an incredibly supportive creator. But I just want to show you one more thing. So they are making another video for us. That's what this live stream is going to be. They did one a couple of months ago showing us how to make thumbnails on Canva, and that's a very popular free website app that a lot of us use. I talk about it often. I have used it as well. And they have a lot of great resources in there for making thumbnails. But She Stole My Thunder will show you how that's done. And then, hopefully I haven't missed anybody again in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And let's spin the wheel. And thank you one more time, She Stole My Thunder, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that countless times. What did they say? Donut flavored coffee this time. They're trying to motivate me one of these days to live a little bit healthier and eat a little bit healthier, just like Just Jason Keto might do on his channel. We'll look at that right now. But they joke with me all the time. And like I said, happen to be a fellow Canadian. Ben Cyan Games, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And let's look at Just Jason Keto. This creator has an interesting array of friends and community members. What I mean, I'm not talking official members. I just mean people in the community for Just Jason Keto. He introduces us to them and brings them along in StreamYard panels, either for live streams or videos. And we get a look into different people's life experiences when it comes to either following a keto-based diet or a keto-based lifestyle. So it's not just about the tips, tricks, and hacks that Just Jason Keto is going to bring to us to help us understand a keto-based lifestyle or diet and get more value out of some of the things we might incorporate into our lifestyle or diet. He is also introducing us to people who will give us their perspectives. So we're talking life experience, the ups, the downs, the positives, the negatives, the struggles, and the things that might make things easier for us. when we're considering that for ourselves. He does that through a series of interviews. So I'm just going to grab the latest video. I saw one come up. Yeah, this is it right here. I think I've shared that out, but I haven't watched it yet. So I can put that in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to stay caught up with this creator. When we look at his shorts videos, we see that one of these has popped over 22,000 views, but several of them are into the thousands of views now. I know a lot of people enjoy a lot of grilling shorts. We've seen that on other channels here in Tuber Chat, but I think anything healthy, either anything healthy or anything overly awful and delicious like cheesecakes and stuff like that, are always going to get a few views, right? And then live streams. I'm hoping I can catch you for one of these. It's been another week, so hopefully he's going to do one of these shortly. And then Wayne's World Unlimited is dropping a super chat on us as well, so thank you for that. And then, Ben Cyan Games is getting some views. Kid Crypto, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. The way that channels are put on the wheel and the screen here is over time. When you engage in conversation supporting other channels, I have a robot in the background that somewhat keeps track of that. And then when the wheel gets down to about 5 or 6 names, I'll get some names out of our chat list to put onto the wheel, which of course is random. The only exceptions to that are that members always get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and then super chatters get added to the screen right away, like Wayne's World Unlimited is about to have done right now. So we'll get this creator up onto the screen. We'll see what's going on with them. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody is always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Pardon me, struggling with my voice again. Cruise and Koozies, thank you for coming back in. I have seen them several times supporting other creators. They seem to be out supporting all the time. And then Don Ray B, thank you so much for the highlighted milestone message as well. Not to mention that membership that's already 7 months old, and they've contributed a lot to other creators with a lot of gifted memberships as well. But like I said, they have an interesting twist on their channel, and we'll talk about that when their channel comes up. Yeah, hey, you're a Festy. I've seen you several times before, but thank you for coming back in. Oh, It's the Bankroll's got a busy time of year, no doubt. Tax time just passed for at least those of us in North America, right? Ron's Keto Cafe, thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, your channel will come up next. We'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Right now, we're about to look at Wayne's World Unlimited. And hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat either. And oh yeah, so Wayne's World Unlimited, pardon me because I'm reading the chat. So Wayne's World Unlimited is talking about Nightbot, and it's interesting because that is a system. Most of us have seen it in different live streams. I use it here as well. We actually have 4 different chat bots here. We'll see if they're all on the job yet. Nightbot is something that's available on several platforms, and you simply log in with the credentials from each platform, meaning there'll be a button that says log in with Twitch or log in with YouTube, and you have separate settings for every single platform. So that's something to keep in mind. If you're going to use Nightbot on different platforms, that's fine. You have to imagine it as a separate chatbot, like as if there's 2 Nightbots or 3 or 4. It's not quite the same because your settings are not going to carry from one network to the other. There are other third-party services that allow a little bit of that. There could be things like chat relays and stuff like that, but way more advanced of a topic than we usually talk about here. And let's have a look at Wayne's World Unlimited's content. So they are somebody who is also bringing us live streams. Oh, forgive me, not live streams yet. Shorts videos. They had 2 channels before. I'm not sure if I'm mistaken. When we look at their shorts videos, we'll see that these are getting into the thousands of views. They've got several of these, and then one of them's popped over 203,000 views. My goodness, which is great. So hopefully that continues as well. They got 385 subscribers right now. Most of their videos are quite short, but I'm going to take the second latest one that you did. I'm going to put this into my playlist called Catch Up. That's just something I use to keep caught up with creators, and then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Wayne's World Unlimited. There's somebody who's here with us frequently as well, and they seem to be, yes, a variety channel. They mix things up. Hugo Homestead, forgive me, I didn't say hello to you already. I know you were here before we started, but thank you for still being here or coming back in. Hugo Homestead's actually been a friend for a long time. And then the best success here in Tuber Chat, whether you've been here before or if this is your first time coming in, a hint that I can give you, the best success is always found in making the first move, reaching out to other creators and supporting them first. A lot of creators will not go, especially if they've been here before, to a brand new channel that they see in the chat, because they want to take some time to see how you interact with everybody first so that they can make a judgment call as to whether you might be a loyal and dedicated supporter before they will connect with you, if that makes sense. So our instructions are always in our video description, but the way that we connect with creators here, we follow the same procedure we've been on for 3 years now and beyond. What we would do is if you start a conversation in the chat with somebody, you can reach out to anybody at all. There'll be lots of channels here today. Over 100 will come through in the next 2.5 hours or so. We start a conversation, let them know you want to connect, just make sure you've got their attention, and then head to their channel. Look for a video that is at least 3 minutes long. Anything over 3 minutes is fine. And then while you're watching that video, you want to give a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. And I recommend 3 or 4 sentences. Then give the creator a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, as you see me do for all creators, and then that should make your connection stick. But you come back into the Tuber Chat live stream, let them know that you've connected and done all of those things, and then they will turn around and do the same thing for you. We say a lot of silly things here about visiting each other's houses and dropping off packages and gifts and things like that, and that just means you visited a channel and given them a comment on one of their videos. Now, Ron's Keto Cafe is here, and I am shocked. I thought we'd had this channel up on the screen before, but I must be mistaken. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take this latest video, put this into my watch later list. They just put this out yesterday, and that is a playlist that I use that will allow me to connect with creators the same way that we talk about here. So I will go through my watch later list after the stream today. I'll watch your video in full, leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on like I do for all creators. That will make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Phase Yoda, Phase King, good to see you in the house. 2 Pineapples is here. Thank you so much for coming back in. I think they actually came in for a second on our 3rd year anniversary last week, and you'll have to forgive me. I missed a few channels that had come through, probably because my speeches are so long, as we all know. But 2 Pineapples has been an incredibly generous friend for a long time. They are, I lost count. I have to look at their channel again to see if they're beyond, they were well beyond 10,000 subscribers. I think they might be well beyond that now. And they do an interesting 24-hour live stream, and they have been doing that for a couple of years already. So that'll be an interesting channel for everybody to connect with. But they've done a lot of experimenting. There's somebody who's become a good friend, somebody who I talk to about the YouTube journey and things that they notice and things that they learn as well, and they generously share that, if that makes sense as well. And then Keto Mama Michelle, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Now, let me just scroll back and see what I almost missed there. Ron's Keto Cafe is up on the screen. And Just Jason Keto gifted a membership. And what that's an incredibly generous thing to have done. So I certainly appreciate the extra generous support myself here. But Canadian Family Life has picked up that membership. It's almost random. YouTube has some way that we can't figure out for deciding who gets those memberships. And we've seen it go from anybody who's been here for literally years to somebody who's been in the chat for the first day. Usually those who are most active, but that's not set in stone either, but that's really cool. So I put Canadian Family Life on the wheel right away. And then we saw Just Jason Keto's channel, but they are obviously an extra generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Or sorry, Just Jason Keto. Yes, did I say that right? Because I got Ron's Keto Cafe on the wheel on the screen, and then Charlene Heal is coming up on the screen right now because we spun and they were picked and chosen from the Wheel of Doom. They've got actually 2 channels as well. We're going to talk about both of those. In the meantime, if anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And then Wayne's World Unlimited. Yeah, there's not that many brand new channels today. I think we did have 1 or 2 when we started. There's a few channels that are here. One of the things that happens in your YouTube journey is it gets a little bit harder as time goes on to support everybody as much as we all might like, because when you first start out and you've got, let's say, on your way towards 100 subscribers, it's easy to keep up with everybody. Some of your friends you'll see almost every day. But as time goes on, you start to follow hundreds and hundreds of channels and maybe even eventually 1,000 or more. It's very difficult, so you see your friends a little bit less. What happens is, as long as everybody's supporting each other as much as we can, everybody will be just fine. But it's wonderful to see some channels, even though they only come by once every few months. I mean, Tuber Chat's been here for 3 years now, right? But they still come by when they can, connect with creators in the right way. But they've been in the background, like as with our friendships, or as part of the Tuber Chat family for all this time as well. So hopefully you take inspiration from that idea. And then, Baron, I'm not sure, but that's okay. And then Kat Lynn, good to see you here as well. So we're going to get Kat Lynn onto the wheel. But thank you again, Just Jason Keto, for that extra generous support. I really do appreciate that. I'm sure Canadian Family Life will be excited to have that membership. And like I said, they're on the wheel. Cali King 916 has been added as well. It's tough, yeah, Don Ray B, but I promise you, like I said, you hear it in the stories that I tell all the time. As long as we're supporting each other as much as we can, that goes for everybody, because everybody has different lifestyles. Some people are able to be on every day, some people can only be on a couple times a week, and things like that, but everybody's doing just fine. Cliff Hefner, good to see you in the house. Not sure if I said hello earlier. I know you were here before we started. Peaceful Des, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's another creator I see out supporting others all the time. And then when we talk about Charlene Heal, we talk about somebody who's a powerhouse of energy, positivity, motivation, and inspiration. Dre Lasha, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And when we look at Charlene Heal's content, we're going to see that this creator does, in fact, bring us video, shorts, and live streams. And what she's bringing us more than anything else is wellness coaching. As well as she might have StreamYard panels when we get into the live streams as well. Guests will come on and talk with her. But she's got a second channel as well. I just want to see how the shorts are doing over here before anything else. And looks like we're getting into well over 1,000 views, approaching almost 2,000 now, so that will likely continue. And then when we look at her second channel, it's Conscious Business Services. If I can type properly. And Opportunities. And we'll see what they've got going on this channel. I don't know what on earth I typed there. Conscious Business Services and Opportunities has 788 subscribers now. This is also Charlene Heal. You recognize her, of course, from the last channel we looked at. And when we get over here, she's talking about wealth, spirituality, and entrepreneurship. So content that complements the first channel. Again, in video, shorts, and live streams. The shorts over here are getting into the thousands of views, which is great. That will likely continue. And then live streams are something that's frequent. I've got a notification on for one that's coming up in a few days. Wayne's World is just asking a question. Years ago, you could only subscribe to 3,000 channels. Is that still the case? It certainly shouldn't be, because I am likely subscribed to every channel that is subscribed to Superchat. So that's well over 4,500 now, right? What used to happen, though, is, pardon me, once you get around what felt like 1,000 or 2,000 channels that you're following, and you'll have to forgive me because it really is that long ago that I can't decipher whether it was 1,000 or 2,000. It might have changed. It used to give you a little bit of an error and say you're not able to subscribe to any more channels until more are subscribed to you first. But that's a temporary glitch that a lot of people go through, and all of a sudden after a few weeks it just disappears and you can subscribe to as much as you want after. Because you see here, when brand new channels come in, as long as they get on the screen, because some people don't stay, right? Some people might come into Tuber Chat for a minute, decide it's not for them, take off. Maybe they come back later. Some people just come in and lurk and things like that, which is all fine as long as people are getting value. That's what I'm here for. But as long as somebody gets onto the screen, then you know that I subscribe to all of these channels. So we're literally talking about like 4,500 here. So it's well beyond 1,000 or 2,000 now that I'm subscribed to. And it seems to be fine because you see me every day subscribing to new channels, or pretty close to it. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Conscious Business Services and Opportunities and Charlene Heal. She has been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a very long time here in Tuber Chat, and you see her out supporting other creators all the time as well. Pardon me while I just scan back the chat. Hopefully I'm not missing too much. If I've missed anything that anybody meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Abandoned Exploring Mike is up right now, and this is a fairly new channel to the Tuber Chat family. We've just had them on the screen a few times now. I can see they've posted a handful of videos already in the last couple of weeks. I'm going to grab the latest one so that I can put this in my catch-up list. That is my playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Then I won't fall behind with them. We'll see how their shorts are doing over here. We know that by the name of the channel, Abandoned Exploring Mike is going to give us explorations of abandoned locations. We can see that the shorts are getting already into the thousands of views, which is great. And then live streams might be something that they pick up again in the future. They are almost at 1,400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, and they'll give you more of an explanation as to what to expect on the channel when you get to the About page. Consume the Goodness, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then, yeah, Canadian family life. So shorts are a bit of a different animal, right? They're consumed in a different way, even though YouTube's opened that up to kind of have them coincide with our live streams and long form content. The idea behind shorts, just like everything else, is that we're not trying to make a video that everybody would like. I mean, we're always trying to do that, but it's extremely difficult. The idea really is that we want to build a catalog of videos, knowing that some people will like some of them. Hopefully a lot of people will like most of them, but you know what I mean. No matter what channel you're running, no matter how you produce your videos, even the biggest YouTubers, the same thing is true. 20% of the videos or 10% of the videos carry the whole channel. It's just the way it is, and we never get to pick. Even if 10 of us make the same video on the same day, we're not going to get the same results. It just doesn't happen. So one of the things that can happen, though, is if you build a catalog of videos and say to yourself, hey, I'm going to do 100 of these shorts. You don't have to do it today, but you know what I mean. Eventually, I'm going to have at least 100 of these things. You know that some of them are going to fly. And then you get to learn from your own success. Because even if we put the same shorts out on our channels, you and I, Our audiences are different no matter what we do. Even if we hang out with each other on YouTube every single day, we still have different audiences. The results are always different. Every single channel becomes unique for that reason, right? Mind Forked, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Be Amazing Sylvia is also here. I was hanging out with her doing a live stream that she does with Gio and a couple of the other members from the Drop the Link Day crew, where they connect with each other on shorts videos, but you have to head to her channel to see what I'm talking about. Be Amazing Sylvia is actually on an incredible run right now on her channel because of the shorts that she's been posting. She's just finding incredible success. Dre Lasha is doing something extremely generous right now and asking for consume the goodness to be added onto the screen, and for that reason we'll put Dre Lasha up right after, but we absolutely do honor those, so thank you for that. We always put Superchatters on the screen right away. So Consume the Goodness will be the next channel that we look at, and then we'll get to Dre Lasha as well. And then hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat and missed too much that anybody is looking for me to see specifically. Oh, shorts are a lot harder to get views on now that they're monetized. It seems that way, yeah, Just Jason Keto. It certainly does. However, Be Amazing Sylvia is an example of somebody who's really hooked into something that happened to work for her. And now that she's like repeating, doing a bunch of shorts that are following the same pattern, her channel is just skyrocketing. I've only put out now somewhere between probably 30 and maybe almost close to 40. I have to go back and count now on my personal channel, and I haven't found any more success than anybody else myself. But some of it is experimentation deliberately in not overproducing this stuff as well. One of the things we want to think about when we're producing shorts videos is that the audience is always going to be looking for quality content. So when somebody like me, who never follows ducks around, happens to take a short video of a duck crossing the street or a goose or whatever it was, it's not going to get like tons and tons of views. There is a winning the lottery aspect to it, so it's possible. Anything is really possible. That's what makes shorts so magical. But the 99% are not going to fly if the videos are just like, hey, let me do something easy and hope I get 100,000 views. That's not going to be how that works. If you're able to catch something extremely unique, that can help. Or if you find some success with a couple of things you took a chance on, or if you produce in a way that the audience is going to accept and enjoy. But that, again, is a little bit more of an advanced topic. I'm just talking about putting production value behind your videos, right? If you spend 2 hours making a 10-minute video, I think it is worth considering putting 2 hours into making a shorts video. Even though it's only 15 seconds, it's still a piece of content. You can look at it any way you want. I'm not even saying that that's a good strategy. It's just something to think about, right? I certainly never want to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do with their channel. What I try to do here is bring my own experience and let you know exactly what I have and have not accomplished. Like, for instance, I have not built a channel to 100,000 subscribers yet or anything like that, but I do have a small amount of experience and success, and if you want thousands of views and, you know, potentially hundreds and thousands of dollars coming in from your YouTube channel, I have monetized 5 channels now, and there is a significant income coming in. And I'm not talking about Superchat, I'm talking about other channels. But the idea is that we just discuss different ideas here and share all of our experiences together so that everybody can make the right decisions for their channels and their videos, myself included. I constantly strive to improve, and I have been corrected even here in Superchat many times. From some misconceptions and things like that. So, Kat Lynn is up on the screen right now, and let's see what they've got going on. 489 subscribers, first of all, And Oracle readings are what we're going to find more than anything else on this channel. I see that they've put out a few videos. I'm going to take the latest one. I don't know why your thumbnail's not coming up there, but I'm going to take the latest video, put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up here. And then we look at the shorts videos, and these are starting to hit over 1,000 views, which is great. Live streams are something that they're doing about once a week, so hopefully they'll keep those up as well. But Kat Lynn is with us frequently, and another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So also, Don Ray B is dropping some serious generosity into the chat right now. They've done this countless times, actually. Don Ray B has been a member for a long time, and if I remember the story correctly, they say their very first membership was gifted to them, and so for that reason they turn around now and pay that way more than forward. Or they do much more than pay that forward, but they've several times gifted memberships here. So they just gifted 5 memberships. Those were picked up by Big Dude. And pardon me while I try to catch up and read the list. Deborah's Journey's got that. Phase Yoda, Phase King, Huga Homestead, and Justin Mello's Music and Vlogs. What you're going to see that might be interesting is that if any of those creators are not here, like I don't think Justin Mello's here today, they will get a notification, usually by email, and they might end up coming in afterwards as well. So for any of those creators that just picked up those gifted memberships that are still in the chat, I will add them into our wheel right away. Deborah's Journey is here, pardon me. Kaz Moody 24 New, good to see you in the house. And that is a brand new creator in the chat today. They may have had some trouble coming in at first. I'm not sure if resetting your device or me adding you into the approved users is what helped, but luckily one of our moderators, the Stock Explorer, let me know, and we got that solved, so it's good to have you here. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Phase Yoda, Phase King is still here, so I'm going to get them onto the wheel right now. And I know everybody will be appreciative of those gifted memberships from Don Ray B. Oh, there's Justin Mello Music and Vlogs. I'm not sure if he was here already or not. But thank you for coming in. He's been another friend of probably 3 years. I think maybe even longer now. And then VS Speaks Royally is also in the house. They happen to be a member. So we've got them on the wheel. Now, hopefully I'm not missing anybody, but we'll catch up if we need to. And then let's get to another channel here. Now, Dre Lasha dropped a super chat for Consume the Goodness, and we will see what they've got going on, and then we'll look at Dre Lasha, who's got 2 channels. Don Ray B will be put up as well, because we treat gifted memberships similarly to the way that we treat super chats. So we'll put them on the screen right away, and then we'll continue on after that. And Justin Mello Music and Vlogs, thank you so much for the highlighted milestone message. And we'll talk about Justin Mello when we get their channel up. But they are somebody who shares and shares and shares for other creators. And Consume the Goodness is up here right now. Now, if I'm right, I think we've only had this channel on the screen once or twice. Now, I could be mistaken. 525 subscribers right now. We would love to push them a little bit farther towards the 600 we know they're going to be thinking about. I'm going to take another video from this channel. I'm going to put this into a special playlist I have. I call it Catch Up. It was named by our dear friend Ghostly Winds from Australia. It's just a fun name for a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. JNS Adventures, good to see you here. I'm not sure if the Stock Explorer is in the house. I might have missed them if they're here, but I'll get them on the wheel in a second if they are. They're here as a member and a moderator. And then Consume the Goodness, a certified lifestyle and weight management coach. So definitely lots for me personally to learn over there. I've got your latest video on my catch-up list there. I just want to see how the shorts are doing as well. Some of these have gotten well over 10,000 views. One of them's popped over 14,000, which is great to see. So that will likely continue. And then live streams might be an idea for the future of this channel. Mom of 4 boys, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And that was, hopefully I'm not missing anybody, pardon me if I am. And then we're going to look at Dre Lasha. Now, if anybody has mentioned something that you meant for me to see that I missed in the chat, I hope you'll mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And in the meantime, now we're looking at Dre Lasha. So Mona did what? I certainly never want to solicit things like that, but gifting memberships is done with the same button that allows you to it's with basically the super chat button, I think, right? And forgive me if I'm mistaken, but basically the same place that you go to grab a membership for yourself is the same place you go for membership gifting. And but again, I never want to solicit that. It's absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. And then the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is in the house. It's good to see you here. Thank you, Dre Lasha. And then let me see if I'm right about that. Okay, so I'll just show you, just because we're asking. Pardon me, Dre Lasha. So when I'm on a computer right now, so I know it's different than the phone, but if I hit the super chat button, the option is right there, membership gifting. If you are a member on the channel. Now, I can't get this straight no matter what I do. We've asked 100 times and many different people, and some people let me know that they can gift a membership even if they're not a member on a channel. I tried to do it the other day and I couldn't do it. But I don't know if that's because of the platform I'm on or if we may have been mistaken, because anybody could be mistaken, right? If you have a membership on a channel and, you know, maybe the next day you don't, things like that. Who knows, right? And then that makes sense. That's what I thought, Don Ray B. I think you have to be a member, but I might be mistaken because we have heard here differently. So until I can get through a bit of experimentation myself with it again, we'll have to see. Memberships can't be done on in certain countries and on certain platforms like iPhone. And thank you, Don Ray B. So there it goes. Yeah, they weren't able to gift when they weren't a member, but they have gifted several times because they are a member, so if that makes sense. Dre Lasha is up here right now. We're going to look at Don Ray B's channel in a moment, and then the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch just dropped a super chat as well, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate all of this overwhelming extra generous support today from our super chatters and these gifted memberships. I will put up the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch right after Don Ray B, who will be next. And Dre Lasha has a couple of channels for us to look at, actually, and they are posting like crazy. So I'm just going to take the latest short video here and put this into my catch-up list so I can not fall behind, hopefully. Mama 4 Boys, hopefully I said hello when you're there. Yeah, Mona did what? It might not be there, especially on iPhone. YouTube does not allow memberships to be purchased through iPhones and possibly iPads because Apple takes 30% of everything that's donated on an Apple platform, and YouTube doesn't want to raise the price of memberships just for Apple people. It doesn't feel right, I suppose, to them. That's not set in stone. That's just my imagination telling me that, but based on, you know, my own opinion and what we've learned, I think so. Portal to the Paranormal, good to see you here. I think you've been here for a while, so forgive me for not welcoming you earlier. And Rika Yengu, good to see you back in the house. Derek's Journey's here as well. He happens to be a member. That is Fitness First on that channel. We're going to get Derek's Journey onto the wheel right away. And when we look at Dre Lasha's channel, we see that they're bringing us variety over here and a lot of conversation to be had. Some fitness here as well. Shorts videos are starting to get into the thousands of views, as we can see, and live streams are something that they're doing frequently also. I caught them the other day. When we get back to the homepage, I can look at Dre Hair and Fitness, and this is where they're going to talk to us about hair care and fitness, obviously. When we get into the videos, there's just a few, but the shorts videos are also getting close to a couple thousand views here, and then live streams are something they're doing frequently, almost every day. Now, I'm going to take a live stream replay and put that in my catch-up list this time for Dre Hair and Fitness. But this is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. As you can see, Don Ray B is coming up. She is somebody who has both an interesting channel and an overwhelming sense of generosity. They have many times here gifted memberships. So we saw 5 more gifted memberships from this creator, and then I see that Margie's Crafty Corner is gifting one right now as well. So thank you very much for the extra generous support. I certainly do appreciate it myself, and I know Mama 4 Boys will be happy to have that membership. I'm going to put them on the wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And so, since Mama 4 Boys picked up that gifted membership, we've got them on there now. Oh, and then yes, thank you, the Bullock Experience. So, if you want to be eligible to receive a gifted membership, Scratch and PPA was kind enough to type out the directions, and I added that into Nightbot. And for our moderators, Scratch and PPA and our other moderators, this is something I seem to be forgetting all the time. I'm going to try to hook it up to Bottissimo so it does it itself, but I don't know if I can. But otherwise, whenever somebody gifts memberships, if we drop that command, gifts, the moderator should be able to do it too, and it'll just pop those instructions right in the way Scratch and PPA typed it out. Mona Did What is dropping a super chat for Peaceful Des. So we're going to get that channel up shortly, and we certainly do honor those. So thank you for that. And then Mona Did What is going to come up right after that. I'll take them off the wheel and get them in line here. Now, Don Ray B has a very interesting twist on a homesteading channel. I'll describe it in just a second here. And I'm having trouble keeping caught up. Derek's Journey is making me laugh. Thank you for another gifted membership. I really do appreciate this. Just Jason Keto did that earlier as well. And Fifi's Journey will pick that up. Now, I don't think Fifi's Journey's here right now, but they might come in because they get that notification. You'll notice, though, that every Super Chat and membership of any kind drops a link through Bottissimo there, too, which is kind of cool, right? In a roundabout sort of way. Lisa's Fun Finds, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And Derek's Journey is going to come up shortly. Let me just make sure I get them in line as well. Now, Derek's Journey happens to be a member, obviously, already as well. And I'm going to put them up right after Mona Did What. We're on a roll now. So thank you, everybody, for the for the mention of gifted memberships. Because now we've seen a handful of these inspired from each other. So thank you for that. Mona Did What just dropped another super chat actually for Lisa's Fun Finds. So I'll put that channel up right before Derek's Journey, actually. Dre Lasha is just dropping a gifted membership. And, pardon me, because I'm just going to see who's got that. Michael's Adventures picked that up, so thank you for that. Michael's Adventures actually is already on the wheel because he is a moderator, but he'll be happy to have that gifted membership again. He's an incredibly supportive creator. And then Rock Chick Beauty's dropping a super chat. She's done that countless times. That's Oriane. She comes to us from the UK. I've got her on the list to come up right after Derek's Journey, if I'm not losing my place here. And then Kristen Walton, my love, is gifting a membership as well. Thank you, my love, to Lisa's Fun Finds. So Lisa's Fun Finds is actually going to come up onto the screen today because of Mona Did What's super chat. But after today, Lisa's Fun Finds will also be added onto the wheel every day that they're here as a member. So thank you for that. Yes, just Jason Keto. You know what I should do? There's got to be a way we can get a meme, like a CapCut thing, for those of you who use TikTok, to get like Oprah. You get a membership, and you get a membership, and you get a... I think that would be wonderful. And then, Dre Lasha didn't give you the option to choose. No, there's no option. So forgive me, if I didn't mention that soon enough before. But YouTube picks who gets the membership. A lot of people wish that we could, like, specifically give memberships to other people, but I think they're just taking a page out of Twitch's book on this one and saying we're going to make it somewhat random. Now, here in the Superchat family, we've seen a lot of this before. I'm extremely grateful for all of the overwhelming generosity for people even having memberships and gifting them to each other especially, right? But we've seen it go from people who've been here for years before and are very active often to people who've been in the chat. One person got it that was in the chat, a brand new channel that day, if I'm not mistaken. So it can be just about anybody. I find that it seems to go to people who have a history of being very active. So even if somebody was to get it in a channel and was brand new or fairly new, because they were so engaged in conversation, it seems to me that would be the reason. Daphne's Creative Touch, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. We still got a long way to go today. We still got a couple of hours if everybody would like to stay that long. So lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. And I'm going to try to speed things up a little bit. Don Ray B wants to inspire us. What they're doing on their channel is literally making their dreams come true. And they want to inspire that in us as well, whatever our dreams might be. For them, it's living a homesteading lifestyle. And they moved to 4 acres. And they are showing us the ins and outs and successes and failures, pardon me, that come along with homesteading and typical gardening and farming types of activities. To be Irish Live, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Oh, and what I mean, Rika Yangu, when I talk about being active in the chat, I just mean that you're actively participating. It doesn't matter how fast. Speed doesn't matter at all. It's best always to take your time and speak to people, almost one by one or, a few at a time. There's always brand new channels coming in. There's always lots of friends who've been with us for months or years now. Superchat's now well over, I think, 4,700 subscribers. Lots and lots of variety in channels that come through. But the best success comes from taking your time, having conversations with people. And this is what also I have a robot in the background for to help me decide how channels get added onto the wheel, if that makes sense. I say it's based on engagement in the chat and conversation, and the ulterior motive there is to promote everybody always engaging conversation in the chat, right? Beyond the pleasant hellos and things like that. And then, there you go. Yes, Don Ray B, dream big, work hard, have faith, and give thanks. Absolutely. Traveler Bust is in the house as well. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. They happen to be a member. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And when we look at Don Ray B's content, they're going to bring us shorts and videos. So when we look at the shorts, we see that these have now crossed over a couple thousand views, which is great. And that will likely continue as well. But you'll get the story on their About page. And they talk exactly about what led them towards a homesteading lifestyle and why they're happy to share that with us and why they want to inspire us to literally chase our dreams, because they're somebody who literally is in the process of making their own dreams come true. And I think that's just incredibly inspiring, not to mention motivating. And Don Ray B has been an incredibly generous supporter. They gifted 5 memberships today. They've done that countless times already. So thank you again for that. And then thank you, Peaceful Des. Hopefully we'll see you again very soon. But I do have that channel coming up next on the screen either way, because Mona did dropped a super chat for them. So once you're on the wheel, you're basically on the wheel, barring some kind of internet disaster. But 99 times out of 100, we make sure that those channels get up. And then after a little while, when we get down to about 5 or 6 names on the wheel, I'll add some from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. If that makes sense. And the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is up here right now. I'm just going to grab their latest video. I think I shared this out, but I haven't watched it yet, right? The Thrifty Fun, or it will be. I set all my community posts to be in advance. So I set them in advance to schedule out the posts we share 8 to 10 times a day. Maxine Planka, good to see you in the house. Another fellow Canadian is here. And Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is somebody who brings us a lot of live streams. Now, they bring us a lot of homesteading type activities, indoors and outdoors, on their channel in videos that we typically see. You'll see a lot of variety here. Some of the thumbnails seem to want to show us a lot of outdoor, but they bring a lot of indoor as well. This is Susan, by the way, the creator behind the channel. When we look at the shorts videos, we see that these are starting to approach 1,000 views, so that will be very soon, I'm sure, and likely continue. And then live streams are something that they do frequently, and I've been lucky to catch them many times, but especially I seem to enjoy this channel and the time spent in Susan's live streams on the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch more and more as time goes on. I think that's because my impression tells me that a lot of our ideals or morals or the way we ethically think about the world might be aligned. I think that with Susan and the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, it just seems that way. But she talks about a lot of different things on her channel. First of all, she will inspire us in a spiritual way. She has guests that come on, and they will be bringing more inspiration or motivation. For instance, music. Alfonso is a regular guest on the channel and brings us some enjoyment there. Yeah, it is. I'm way over time for the break. Michael's Adventures. But as well, a lot of newsworthy content. So the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch will help us give, they kind of use their channel as a platform as well for discussion about some newsworthy content and a lot of current events, which is interesting. And I've enjoyed that, especially more and more lately, which is great. And so I look forward to the next time I can be on the live stream. And I'm sure you'll feel the same way once you get there. But she is a very caring and considerate creator. Somebody who is becoming a great friend, and thank you for the extra feature down there as well. YouTube gives us a lot of opportunity to dress up our front page in certain ways, but featured channels is a great way to trade favors with creators as well. I think Embry Family Entertaining 7 is in the house. Thank you for being here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So I'm going to get you to pardon me. We usually don't take a break when we still have Superchatters and things like that to come up, but I am going to do it right now because we're way over time. And I'm going to get something to drink, and we will be back in 3 minutes, and we'll be looking at Peaceful Des because of a super chat that was sent in from Mona Did What, which was one of two, as a matter of fact. Alright, we are back with Peaceful Des, and I realize this is the first time we're putting this channel on the screen. Mona Did What dropped a super chat on their behalf. They actually did it twice, so the next channel we're going to look at is Lisa's Fun Finds, who also picked up a gifted membership today. And then we're going to get to Mona Did What, Derek's Journey, Rock Chick Beauty, pardon me, and we will likely get to Spinning the Wheel shortly. Pardon me, I had to get up my... The sun has moved and was right on me, so I knocked everything all over the place while I went to go shut the blind. Peaceful Des is up here right now. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. What I'm going to do, though, is take their latest video, and I'm going to put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully they have our notification bell on as well so they don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And then Lisa's Fun Finds is coming up for the same reason. And Mona Did What? Again, thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Lisa's Fun Finds picked up a gifted membership today as well. And this creator, look at this latest video is... it's because you got the uploads on the front page here. YouTube gives us a lot of different opportunity to mix things up on our front page. You can have the upload section, or you can split it into videos and live streams and upcoming live streams and all kinds of featured channels and different things as well. So this is really cool. I see they've got a pop-up sale coming up. That's going to be in just over a week, about a week and a half from now. So I've got my notification on for that. Hopefully I'll catch that when we look at Lisa's Fun Finds. I think what I'm going to do for today, I'm going to go back to an older video just to give me another piece of content to watch. And one of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Superchat is that over time I get to know the channels over weeks and months by following content and hanging out in live streams and premieres. I get to know the content better. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I always enjoy getting to know creators in that way as well. Anybody can reach out anytime. It doesn't have to be questions. It can be if you think I can help with something. But I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. And I'm always happy to hear lessons learned along the way or observations that people make during their YouTube journeys as well. So Lisa's Fun Finds has 230 subscribers right now, and I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. They'll bring us gently used items for sale, and we'll see that likely in the live streams. We've got a few channels that do similar things, so that's great, and I'm glad we got a second chance to look at Lisa's Fun Finds. Thank you again, Mona Did What, for the super chat on their behalf. They did that for Peaceful Des and for Lisa's Fun Finds. Mona Did What is a recently featured channel here on Superchat. As a matter of fact, we feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that I see within the community. And Mona Did What was recently featured, but this is somebody who's not only here in Superchat frequently, almost every day, but they're also out supporting other creators all the time as well. I run into them constantly. Mona Did What has a couple of live streams that are scheduled, and those will be in the coming days. I've got my notifications on for those. When we look at their videos, we see a creator that's going to bring us quilting more than anything else. And when I featured this channel, I went through a bit of their content all at once and saw that they're going to show us a bit of technology, as a matter of fact, as well. They've got a special machine that helps to cut a lot of the material that they use into these triangular patterns. And then they're going to show us how to not only get the quilting done, which for anybody that hasn't done it like myself, I find it to be incredibly... how do I say? I want to say inspiring, impressive to see the work that goes into these things. I can only imagine, right? Mona Did What is going to show us this, but as well she's going to show us how to fix mistakes. if they happen to be made, because it's very possible, right? You're quilting something, you accidentally put one piece the wrong way, and now you've done all that work. You got to take it apart. It's not that hard. Mona Did What is going to show us how to get that done. When we get into the shorts videos, we see that this creator's getting into the thousands of views, which is great. So hopefully that will continue. It likely will. And then live streams are something that they're doing frequently. I missed yesterday's, but hopefully I'll catch you for one of these that I've got the notifications on for. And thank you one more time for those super chats. Mona Did What. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. I didn't mean to spin the wheel, but I just did. So I'm going to get Kristen Welton's channel. Actually, I should have put it on the list anyway because she gifted a membership also. So the wheel is working in my favor right now, actually. I'm going to put her channel up after Rock Chick Beauty, who dropped a super chat, as well as Derek's Journey made a contribution as well. Now, Derek's Journey is a longtime generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and it's fitness first on this channel. And yeah, Don Ray B, you don't have the skill or patience for quilting. I imagine a lot of these different things are, could be looked at as therapeutic, right? Hobbies, and, a lot of enjoyment comes from it. When I was a young lad in school, we had to take what they called a home economics class, but it involved cooking, art, and I think it was art, and we had woodworking, and we had sewing. And one of the years I made a stuffed animal. I think I gave it to my sister. And then one year we made like a track suit, like that we were actually wearing. Some of the people were wearing their clothes. But it's interesting to see some of the talent that goes into that, right? And patience. But one of the things I heard described as well, I think it was I Bring It Every Day, as another channel here in the Tuber Chat family, and they were talking about the value that comes from things that people make, right? And, sometimes we find people in need of different things. Usually financially is kind of what I'm getting at. Oh, pardon me. But, you could give somebody money to go and buy a blanket, if that was something that you wanted to do. But you could also, if you're somebody who makes blankets, give a blanket to somebody, which then wouldn't cost more than the time and the materials, but would find so much value for somebody who could use that. And things like blankets and quilts and all kinds of different things that people are creating on their channels here can be used as wonderful gifts for each other with so much meaning, right? Especially because the friendships that come between creators as well. If that makes sense, forgive me, I'm carrying on with another speech here, but it's just an idea. I am very much overwhelmed by the generosity here in the chat today, so thank you everybody for this. Derek's Journey is well known for that kind of behavior, and on his channel he's also well known as putting a lot of creators together for collaborations. If you've ever tried to make two people agree on anything, you can imagine how talented you'd have to be to get a lot of different creators, even into the dozens, to collaborate on something together. And Derek's Journey is able to do this with a lot of fitness challenges. Now I'm going to take this latest video and put this in my catch-up list, but this channel actually encompasses a lot more. So fitness first, but we get a great look at the family behind the channel. They do a lot of product reviews lately, some of these energy drinks and different things. They also take us on adventures. Sometimes they're home, sometimes they're taking us out on even vacation and trips and things like that. Derek's Journey's got some shorts videos, and these have gotten into the almost couple thousand views. One of them's well over 5,000. Live streams are something that's frequent. Hopefully I can catch you for one of these. It's been a couple of months since I've been in a live stream. They did one 2 weeks ago, so they should have one coming up, I'd imagine. And then when we get into their front page, we see another channel called Balance Breakers, where they are expecting to bring more fitness challenges along with some video gameplay. And when we look at a third channel here, You Never Know with Jeannie and Jaden, we see another couple of members of the In Real Life Derek's Journey family bringing us more variety, as well as the fitness challenges that we know and love from Derek's Journey. So pardon me while I spin the wheel again when I shouldn't have, but that's okay. Cricket 208 is going to come up right after Kristen Welton, so I'll get that channel in line. And Don Ray B, thank you for the super chat as well. I really do appreciate that. An interesting wildlife channel, Henry Leslie, Vermont. And forgive me for not being certain. I don't know if we've had that channel on the screen here ever yet. So we're going to make sure that they get up right away. But thank you for that. I'm always happy to hear about channels that are supportive of each other, if that makes sense, right? So, you know, Don Ray B, obviously Henry Leslie Vermont's channel has had impact on them. I'm happy to know that. Makes it that much more interesting for me to be able to see that now. Oh, and then Kat Lynn says they caught one of Mona's lives the other day, everybody quilting and chatting. I remember, I think my first knitting circle was on Froggy Went to Knitting. And she's introduced us to some friends as well. So we've got Rock Chick Beauty coming up right now. She's from the UK. She dropped a super chat on us. Kristen Welton will come up next because she gifted a membership. Cricket 208 because I accidentally spun the wheel. Henry Leslie Vermont will come up because Don Ray B dropped a super chat for them. And then we'll likely get back to spinning the wheel soon. I see Don Ray B actually took over the Stream Boss position. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the Stream Boss. The last person to knock that out gets some extra exposure for a little while. And highlighted milestone messages for the members. Work on that too. That's a little hint for you. Margie's Crafty Corner gifted a membership, and I did not put their channel up yet. So pardon me for that. I didn't mean to miss that. I'll use the excuse. It got overwhelming for a second there, and I do appreciate that from everybody. Yeah, it's so far back I missed it. Forgive me for that. Margie's Crafty Corner. Luckily, we're all friends here, so likely they will be forgiving. And I'm actually going to mix these up then. Margie's Crafty Corner I will put right after Kristen Welton. I think they probably should have come up before. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put them up before because Kristen Welton won't mind. And I really do appreciate that extra generous support. If anybody does see me make a mistake, Scratch and PPA catches all or 99% of the mistakes I make, but I promise you I make as many as anybody else. I do appreciate everybody's patience. And if you do see me make a mistake, or if you wonder, you're supposed to be on the wheel, you're not there yet, feel free to give me a nudge or let the moderators know, and we'll get it fixed up if that's the case, because we certainly want to do that. Rock Chick Beauty is up right now. This is Oriane. She is on a second run. This creator approximately 1.5 to 2 years ago started over with their channel, and the idea is, could I move stronger and faster the second time around? And that's certainly the case. So when we look at Rock Chick Beauty, we see that she started with beauty and has expanded into a lot more hauls, product reviews, and even sponsored videos now. But this is another creator who brings us shorts videos and live streams. So we'll look at the live streams and see what she's doing. She did one last week. She might have one coming up. She also is somebody who generously hops in on other people's StreamYard panels and shares content in that way. Her shorts videos are getting close to a couple thousand views, so that will likely continue. And then when we get into the videos, we see that she posts frequently. One of the things you'll notice on this channel is even though every thumbnail gets its own look, or every video gets its own thumbnail, she does have a consistent look, especially with the bright, bold headshots. But Rock Chick Beauty's been at this for quite some time, and she also has presentation on the forefront of her mind by changing up the avatar and the banner on the channel, often, usually for worldwide recognized holidays and different events and things like that. So we'll be looking forward to more of that from Rock Chick Beauty. But thank you again for another super chat, Oriane. She's done that countless times. And again, that's our friend from the UK. And then, yeah, Michael's Adventures. One of the things we had learned, I used to work in radio, and they used to tell us specifically, if you make a mistake on the air, do not talk about it. And the reason why is because you never know if somebody turned the radio on right after you made that mistake, so they don't need to know about it. Here in Superchat, I'm happy to share whatever mistakes and fumbles and things like that I make, because we certainly don't want anybody to think that it is detrimental. I promise you, later on, when you've got hundreds of videos and possibly even hundreds of live streams and shorts and things like that, you're not going to remember most of the mistakes you ever made. You're probably going to look back and laugh. And Margie's Crafty Corner is on the screen right now. So thank you. She sent in a gifted membership as well. And forgive me for missing and skipping over that, but luckily Scratch and PPA always has my back and was able to catch that. Margie's Crafty Corner is going to bring us crochet and paper crafts on her channel. She talks about stitch markers that she has for sale as well. When we look at the shorts videos, we're hoping those continue. And then live streams are something that's frequent. Looks like once a week, so hopefully I'll catch you for the next one. She did one yesterday. Fridays are one day where it's almost impossible for me to be on YouTube at all. I'm always trying to hop in when I can. But hopefully I'll catch another live stream at some point, or at least a replay. Hugo Homestead, I've got you on the wheel now, by the way. They picked up one of those gifted memberships. And Justin Mello's Music and Vlogs is already there, which is great. Margie's Crafty Corner is sitting at 870 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 900 she's going to be thinking about. That will get her officially on the road towards the magical 1K that we all know is a big part of our YouTube journeys. So, Kristen Welton is coming up next. She also gifted a membership. Thank you to both of you, Margie's Crafty Corner and Kristen Welton, for that extra generous support. Kristen Welton, of course, is my love. She lives with me in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. She has her own channel and does her own thing, but you'll see that presentation is on the forefront of her mind as well, and not too different than what we were talking about with Rock Chick Beauty. She's got bright, bold headshots that make her recognizable. The difference here is that Kristen Welton has also picked a color scheme for herself that will pay off when we think about branding and marketing. The idea is if somebody sees a video from this creator recommended to them and they have already enjoyed another video from this creator, they will be inclined to likely click on the video again to follow the same creator. We've all likely been found ourselves doing that. So Kristen Welton does a lot of beauty more than anything else. Makeup, get ready with me, get unready with me types of videos. An occasional collaboration. Like this was a special two-part series here. One's a teaser, the other one's the video where they were talking about epilepsy. That's a big part of Kristen Welton's life. She runs an organization that helps families living with and affected by epilepsy. Otherwise, all the videos have the same color scheme, as you can see. And then she also collaborates with other creators occasionally for live streams and does other product reviews and lifestyle videos as well. She's had some success with shorts. A couple of these have started to pop well over 10,000. One at 19,000 and one at over 21,000 views. And then live stream. She did one a couple of months ago. I thought it was more frequent than that, but that's okay. And she might continue those occasionally as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. And obviously she is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who's been with us from the beginning. I'm spinning the wheel again, as I should not, of course, but we'll get Justin Mello's Music and Vlogs ready to go right after Henry Leslie, Vermont. And if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So when we look at Cricket 208, we see another channel with shorts at the forefront. So let's just see how these are doing before anything else. These are starting to get well over 1,000 views, over 1,300 even, so that will likely continue. When we get into the videos, we see that they're posting frequently, and I'm already finding myself falling behind because they've posted 4 videos in the last 2 days. I'm just going to grab the latest one and put this into my catch-up list. That's a short video, but that's okay. And then 125 subscribers, so we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that we know that they're thinking about. I'm just reading from their About page here as well. They'll give you quite a bit of story as to what to expect on the channel. Random content, nature, cats, dogs, birds, life, maybe some reactions and other random content as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Cricket 208's been here just about every day lately as well. So obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter. Next up, Don Ray B wanted us to see Henry Leslie Vermont's channel, and we'll see what they've got going on here. She says it's an interesting wildlife channel and a very supportive creator. So we know that because they've been here actually frequently lately. But Henry Leslie Vermont has 174 subscribers, so we'd love to push them towards the 200. We know that they're thinking about right now. And then I'm going to take one of the latest videos and put this into my catch-up list, which is just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. That'll give me another piece of content to watch. When we look at their About page, we see wildlife, homesteading, gardens, and other miscellaneous content. So I'll look forward to more as my connection with this channel continues. When we look at the shorts videos, we see that these are well over 2,500 views now. So that will likely continue. And then live streams are something that they're thinking about. So hopefully we'll catch some more of these as they continue as well. It's been about a month so far. And then, thank you one more time, Don Ray B, for the extra generous support today. They not only gifted 5 memberships and also dropped a super chat, just so that we could see another channel that's a supportive creator to them. So I appreciate that extra generous support. Justin Mello's Music and Vlogs is another creator that I can't help but mention without the idea of generosity. And the reason why is because this creator probably shares for others more than anybody else I have met in my 6 years on YouTube. He's sharing both on Twitter and on Facebook, just about everywhere. Justin Mello's Music and Vlogs has been a friend of well over 2.5 years, could be longer, and forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. It's mostly music when we get to the channel, as we see music and vlogs, so he might bring random content, but lots of karaoke cover type music here. I'm just going to grab the latest video that he put up this week. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and that will help me keep caught up with this creator. Closing in now on 6,000 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer to that milestone. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I just want to see how the shorts are doing as well. They've just put up a few, but they're already getting into the hundreds of views, so hopefully we can push those a little bit farther as well. And let's now spin the wheel. It's time for me to finally actually spin the wheel, but thank you everybody for the overwhelming and generous support up until now. I really do appreciate that. And if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Come Hither with Heather is here now with 928 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that magical 1K that we all think about in our YouTube journey. They've been officially on the road for a little while now. Come Hither with Heather comes to us from Australia and brings us paranormal investigations as well as explorations of abandoned locations and a little bit more variety on the channel. Once in a while they'll do live streams, like a collaboration with another creator, possibly a cooking challenge or something to that effect. Yeah, there we go. There's Gloria's platter. And they've talked about that. Live tarot readings are something as well they collaborate with as well. And even I've joined them on their channel for a brief live stream while they were giving a shout out to Scratch and Pete PA way back when he was looking for his watch hours, which is well behind us now. Werner's Adventures is another creator that is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, happens to be partners with Come Hither with Heather. These creators are found together and separately, but when we get onto Werner's Adventures channel, we're going to find more explorations of abandoned locations. We'll often see simulcasted live streams from these creators, or they will make appearances in each other's videos. I see that they've posted a new video as well, so I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. They just put that up yesterday, or yesterday for me. They happen to be in Australia, so it might be beyond yesterday for them. And I've got that ready to go. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready. And we are going to take another 3-minute break right now, and then we're going to come back with Mama 4 Boys. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead, as a replay because of the engagement signals that are sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So we'll see you everybody in 3 minutes with Mom of 4 Boys. All right, we're back and we're looking at Mama 4 Boys. Now, this is another creator who's here with us every day. They just picked up, if I remember right, a gifted membership, so pardon me if I'm mistaken about that. But Mama 4 Boys is somebody who brings us an interesting, delicious array of content. Now, the reason why I say that is because a lot of what they do on the channel looks traditional to me. When I see the meals that are served on this channel and the way that they're prepared, it reminds me of home, like growing up and things like that. I think we just have similarities then. But there's a lot of unique twists on things, pardon me. And what they will also do is give you an interesting homemade twist on some of the things that we might find in a grocery store that are pre-made, whether it's in a frozen section, comes in a bag or a box. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but sometimes you want to like recreate those things. So one thing that comes to mind on this channel, for instance, is like Hamburger Helper. They show us a comparable idea that's made from scratch. They do homemade pizzas here. Mac and cheese is always a staple. Now they've got some shorts videos here, and these are starting to get close to 2,000 views. That will likely continue. They post frequently, so I'm going to take this latest video and put this in my catch-up list so I can hopefully keep somewhat caught up with this channel. They post frequently, like I said. But you see a lot of the different meals that are brought together on this channel, and I love the real world look that we get through each other's eyes. We call it the small YouTuber community. You know, I don't know how many people enjoy that term, but we use it because it's popular, right? It was already popular before we got here. But when we talk about people who are starting their YouTube journey, they get a real world look at some of the things and share that with us. One of the things I find most compelling is cooking and baking and things that are done in the home, because you see what people are really making for themselves, for their friends, for their families. It's much different than a television show. You don't need me to tell you that, but when we think about the idea, television shows often have the world's greatest equipment with, you know, Blue Seal chefs and things like that, with unlimited pantries. Every single thing is at your fingertips, whereas in somebody's home, they've got what they've got, and they're going to show you what they're using all the time, what they're most comfortable with, and then hopefully creators are taking inspiration from each other as well. I love these kind of videos and these kinds of channels. So Mama 4 Boys also happens to be an incredibly supportive creator, not just here in Superchat. I run into them constantly supporting others as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. They might bring us some live streams again soon with some familiar faces in StreamYard panels. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve is still on the wheel. They've been here just about from the beginning with Michael's Adventures and Scratch and PPA, of course. Justin Mello's music and vlogs we just looked at. So I am going to spin the wheel again. Now, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other here, we do that often, and it's a simple arrangement, but you can do that with other creators for the purpose of gaining watch hours. If you would like to, then just please simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. When we look at M&T Living and Cooking, we're going to see a channel that's crossed their 1,000 subscribers. It looks like they've got it locked in with about 1,010. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,100 they're going to be thinking about. I'm just going to take one of their latest cruising videos and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. We've had this influx of not only cruising and travel channels, but cruising and travel content over the last long while. My imagination tells me that since the pandemic has started to relieve, how do I say, as the restrictions have started to be lifted in just about everywhere around the world, and for a while now, people have been able to start picking back up a lot of the traveling that we might have missed out on for a couple of years there. Henry Leslie, Vermont, thank you very much for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the way out if you didn't already, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Let's look at M&T Living and Cooking Shorts videos as well. These creators are very well known as supportive creators to other channels. When I bounce in between premieres and live streams, I run into them frequently, but they've got a couple shorts that are really doing well here, many into the 5,000 and beyond now, but they've also crossed 16,000 with one of these, which is great. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They will likely be doing some more live streaming frequently, so we'll look forward to that as well. I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go in a moment here. And we'll see what's happening with Scratch and Pete PA. This creator is known as a shining jewel in the Superchat family. Somebody who is here every single day. If you can imagine somebody supporting you over 500 times for hours at a time. And that's just on one channel. Scratch and PPA literally supports every single thing that I do with thoughtfulness, consideration, for which I'm unbelievably grateful. Or eternally grateful. I'm just kind of overwhelmed But Scratch and PPA is very well known as one of the most supportive creators that not only myself, but probably most people who meet him have met during their YouTube journey. And he does something interesting on his channel. He really put a lot of thought and consideration into what he was going to do before he started the channel. And then for now, what's getting on 2.5 years has brought us with perfect consistency the Scratch Challenge series of videos. And what he does is brings us an interesting twist on lottery ticket scratching. So he will pit 2 tickets against each other and give us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. You'll notice the presentation is at the forefront of his mind. His bright, beautiful avatar is matched by his thumbnails, which of course include content and a hint as to the fact that he does giveaways in his videos, and a banner that's updated every week to match as well. Now, if you can catch us for one of his premieres, they always happen on Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, and you will find a fast-rolling chat, faster than Superchat, faster than most you've seen even in the Superchat family. And I believe that a big part of that is because of the support that he gives to others. It is very fast-paced, very high energy, and it makes that a lot of fun to be a part of as well. So I hope everybody will connect with Scratch and PPA if you haven't already. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. CV Baseball Card Collector, good to see you here. And VS Speaks Royally is coming up right now. They had a big week because the king was crowned, and VS Speaks Royally has for a couple of years now, if not longer, been, first of all, I've been connected to them for a couple of years here, but they have been following the royal family more than anything else on their channel. Now, they do bring some more variety, and we're going to see that a little bit in the videos that they produce when we start to scan through these, but as well when we get to their shorts videos. Some of these have become popular. They're getting into the thousands of views. One's over 7,100. And live streams are what they do most frequently, and this is where we most often find them following the royal family. Now, I'm just going to take one of their latest live stream replays and put this into my catch-up list. But they are monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. The channel's experiencing rapid growth at over 4,300 subscribers now, but we also know that VS Speaks Royally is incredibly supportive. First of all, they engage conversation here, everywhere that I run into them, which seems to be everywhere all the time, in different premieres and live streams on different channels. And then as well, they do a great job of leading conversation in their own live streams by staying well versed and up to date on their subject, which, like I said, is most often the royal family. So you'll find a very fast-paced and high energy chat when you get over there as well. There's the Stock Explorer. I'm not sure if you were here earlier. Forgive me if I was mistaken. They streamed a few hours ago on their own channel, bringing us some more lottery ticket scratching, actually. Canadian Family Life is coming up right now, and the Stock Explorer will be added to the wheel. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody is always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Canadian Family Life is here with a brand new video, and I'm just going to take their latest one. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. I've caught a few of these, and some of these are their most popular videos, which is great. Canadian Family Life is a bit of variety. They happen to be in New Brunswick, obviously another fellow Canadian. They're already almost at 1,100 subscribers, but I'm hoping we can push them, maybe even up and over that milestone today. And they are bringing us also shorts. Let's see how these are doing. These have gotten into well over 1,000 views now, and that will likely continue. And then live streams are something they're doing frequently with StreamYard panels. They're hopping in with a lot of other creators as well. And it's cool to see the collaborations between creators, especially now that StreamYard has opened that up where we have a simulcasting feature. And that means that anybody on a panel, if the host allows it, is able to stream out to their own channels at the same time. So that's kind of cool. And Canadian Family Life is getting involved in a lot of different communities, but they're also bringing us these fireside chats. I haven't caught one of these. I'm hoping that I will. But hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And Canadian Family Life is another creator who I see out supporting people all the time, but happens to be here in Superchat just about every single time we're on as well. So let's spin the wheel. Deborah's Journey is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. I'm not sure if they're still here, but they had been here for a while. And then after another little while, we'll start adding names to the wheel from our chat list. We'll do that when we get down to about 5 or 6 names. Mind Forked, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. I'm going to put that channel up next because of that super chat. We always put super chatters on the screen right away, and they happen to be a member, so they were already on the wheel, but we'll move them up and a little bit faster. Pardon me. Deborah's Journey is up right now with 612 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 they're thinking about. They're going to bring us budgeting, cash stuffing, grocery hauls, the ideas of saving money and maximizing the impact of our income. I'm going to put the latest video on my catch-up list. I want to see how the shorts are doing here as well. Pardon me, we see this creator has gotten into well over 1,000 views on a couple of these, and then over 3,300, which is great. So that will likely continue. 100. Oh, I see. They're doing cash stuffing challenge there. This is one thing that we see done differently on a few different channels, but I'm so happy that we have a few channels that want to help us with our finances here. We've got different channels that help with like extreme couponing and budgeting and even investing and things like that. But it's wonderful that we can get some help when it comes to maximizing the impact or value when we're thinking about purchases and thinking about investments and thinking about saving and things like that. So hopefully everybody will connect with Deborah's Journey. And MLW Fishing Man is coming in the house right now as well. Always good to see you. That's another creator that's out supporting others all the time. I got Mind Forked up right now because they just dropped a super chat. So thank you for that again. And thank you for the kind message as well. Mind Forked is going to talk to us about the unexplained, ufology. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Consciousness, ancient civilizations, reincarnation, giants, quantum entanglement, community building, and much more. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Mindforked is another incredibly supportive creator. You've likely seen them on other StreamYard panels as well. I can see I'm behind with your videos. These are quite short, but I'm going to take the latest one and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to keep caught up. I'm going to check the shorts out. We see that these are getting into over 4,000 views, which is great. That will likely continue. And then live streams are frequent. I'm going to take the notification and put that on for one that they've got coming up in a few days. Seems like Wednesday for me, and hopefully we'll be able to catch that one. And ufology, is it UFO? No, it would be. Oh, pardon me. It's better instead of me stumbling around. I'll ask you, if you don't mind, Mind Forked, please, if you can give me some kind of a very well put out way for me to be able to pronounce that in the chat, and I'll watch for that right now. I keep saying ufology, but that can't. I don't know if that's right. I believe it means UFOlogy, talking about UFOs, unidentified flying objects of different types, and forgive me if I'm mistaken. I'm still learning, of course. We got a few channels that are bringing us a lot of the unexplained as well. Cali King 916 comes to us from Sacramento, California, and they are giving us a real-world look around their area in shorts, videos, and live streams. We'll look at the shorts first because they're front and center here. We see that these are getting over a couple thousand views, which is great. I'll hit the videos for a second. These are occasional. This creator started with a lot of car meets and you see bikes and cars and done up vehicles and stuff. Most of us have probably seen things like this either in our own cities or in major cities close to us. But this is really cool to get a look at Sacramento, California, and how these things are happening here. This creator also does a ton of live streams, and this is where we get a real world look at Sacramento as well. So I'm going to take the latest live stream replay, put that in my catch-up list. Now, I just caught them yesterday, but they stream frequently here. And I've got one of these ready to give you a few more watch minutes. So, euphology. Okay, I'm going to try to remember to pronounce that properly. Euphology is what I should be saying. And Makeup Mom and Son might have come in. Is she here? Did we see Makeup Mom and Son? Or maybe not? If Makeup Mom and Son's here, I'll get them onto the wheel right away. They would be here as a member and a moderator. Oh, it might be just that their link was dropped. Yes, no, they're not in the chat right this second. They're here frequently, and they've been a dear friend for over 2.5 years now. But our gold members, like Makeup Mom and Son and Emotion, for instance, are members and moderators. But as a gold member, their channel's seen in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their links are dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so as well. But we can see that those have their impact also, which is great. Brasinger Inc. is in the house. They got another channel today. I caught them on with YouTube Police on with Belt Loop 29 and a few other StreamYard panelists. Brasinger Inc. might have a fun channel for us as well. And they've got 362 subscribers here. First thing I'm going to do is catch the videos because I know I'm behind. So I'm going to take your latest video. And I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and then I'll look at the shorts videos and see how these are doing. These have gotten into well over 5,000 views, almost at 6,000 now, which is great, so that will likely continue as well. When we get into the live streams, it's been a month, but hopefully I'll catch it. If you do another one shortly, I'll have the notification bell on for all channels, as you know. One of the things I'm going to do, though, I'm going to take another video here, this You Ladies Rock, the best of the best. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators, but that video is quite short as well. I just want to make sure I see what you've got in your featured position there. And it's expected to be a variety channel, so we'll see what more they're going to come up with as well, and hopefully we can push them towards the 400 subscribers that we know they must be thinking about. Backlash Fisherman is coming up next, and we've got two channels to talk about when we bring them up, because Backlash Fisherman and Coastal Water happen to be a married couple with separate channels that support each other wholeheartedly. I'm always happy to talk about that because one of the biggest complaints that I get, or the biggest on YouTube, is why is it so difficult to get our in real life friends and family to support our YouTube channels when we can find people online that are willing to do it, usually with more generosity than we expected. And it makes it that much more special, I think, when we find a situation like this. Now, Backlash Fisherman is a first responder. Sometimes he takes us on his travels. It's fishing first, though, on the channel. I'm just going to hit the shorts for a second. We see that these have gotten close to 4,000 subscribers. That will likely continue. Lots of live streams. Hobby Hangout is a series that he's got where other creators might come up on a StreamYard panel, but he's also bringing us around on a lot of ride-along live streams also. And this is where we get a familiar idea about Coastal Water, who's featured in this thumbnail here, because they are the wife of Backlash Fisherman, and we're going to go over to their channel and see what they've got going on over there as well. Pardon me, I know another couple of channels came in. Us Never Them has been a longtime friend to Superchat, so thank you for coming in. And Destination Fun is here as well. Coastal Water is all one word, so we got to spell that properly to get to the right channel. Coastal Water. But she is a longtime, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here as well, same as her husband, Backlash Fisherman. Now, Coastal Water is going to bring us... I've caught them indoors more than anything else for videos, and you might find Backlash Fisherman on this channel as well, but she might bring us indoors or outdoors. This latest one was an unboxing video, but she will bring us into the kitchen as well. That's where I've caught Coastal Water more often than anything else. As well, she's got some shorts videos. We see that these are are popping into the thousands of views, which is great. And then live streams, more ride-alongs, similar to what we find from Backlash Fisherman, but Coastal Water calls these car confessions, and this can be a conversation that goes anywhere once it starts, but she keeps up with the chat and obviously gives everybody a warm welcome here also. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Coastal Water and pushing her towards the 400 subscribers that she's thinking about. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead, as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. We'll get Michael's Adventures up onto the screen right now. There's a couple of channels, a popular name, so you just want to match the avatar, which I believe was actually made from them, for them, by Two Pineapples, who was in the chat earlier, a longtime friend of both of us. Michael's Adventures is very well known here as one of the most supportive creators that I have met in my 6 years on YouTube. He's got a premiere coming up, and that will be tomorrow. And then he is somebody who actually posts every day. So he's got a lot of wildlife videos on his channel. I'm always behind, but that's because he posts every day, and then every week or two I just go and catch up with everything. But he's able to catch a lot of wildlife, and that can be deer, foxes, raccoons. There's some bird watching on the channel. Sometimes he's taking us for a story to be told or a look around his area. Usually in beautiful areas, very much surrounded by nature, always. And then as well, he's got a little bit more variety on the channel. He might be playing a slot game on a tablet or bringing us lottery ticket scratching, especially in these shorts videos. And these have popped over. One of these has popped over 6,200 views, which is great. Now, Michael's Adventures is somebody who is very well known, like I said here, as an incredibly supportive creator. But as the host of Tuber Chat, one of the things that I really enjoy are the friendships that are made along the way. And I know it's the number one thing that everybody says is their favorite part of their YouTube journey. It seems to be unanimous. Everybody is very much appreciative of the friendships that are made. Now, Michael's Adventures, because of our friendship, I'm able to see a little bit more about this creator than meets the eye when we talk about a channel. You know, it takes time to get to know people and things like that. Michael's Adventures has an overwhelming sense of generosity. And first of all, for that reason, when you get to his channel, like any of our moderators, you'll be able to meet more friends and family members in the same way that we do here. But he is also somebody who goes far above and beyond when it comes to supporting other creators, particularly with watch hours. So if there's anybody there right now in the chat that would like to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, you can reach out to anybody at all by simply saying, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. And if other creators see you say that, they will likely reach out to you as well. If you see that said by anybody else, please reach out to them. The Mustard Drill, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Tomorrow's an interesting day. Michael's Adventures has a premiere coming up. We'll be able to meet more friends and family members while that's on. It looks like an interesting one. I'm curious to see the story that will be told to go along with that video. Tomorrow is Mother's Day for a lot of us, and especially even here in Canada. I will have family obligations throughout the day, but we're expecting to do things quite early. So I should be able to stream on time tomorrow. I've got it set up for 7 p.m. Eastern, which is an odd time for a Sunday for us to be streaming. Not too late, but certainly not early either. But we'll let that go for now. And then we don't know what to expect. We never know what to expect. We're here anywhere from 2 to 3 hours on Tuber Chat when we live stream 3 or 4 times a week. Ben Cyan Games is still working on watch hours as well. The Bud Files is a channel that I run into every single day. They're here with us every day in Tuber Chat, and I run into them every day when I'm out supporting other creators and premieres and live streams as well. Incredibly supportive creators. Now, what they seek to do on their channel is uncover history and digitally preserve it in video as modern day archaeologists, but they actually bring us a lot more video and variety in that video than they probably intended when they started the channel. So they've got some shorts videos, and when we look at these, we see that these are starting to get into the thousands of views. One of them's popped over 15,000, which is great. They live stream frequently, and this can be indoors or outdoors. They might be singing or dancing. They might be giving us stories to be told, or they might be taking us outdoors for a look around. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you find on the Bud Files. They're working on 1,200 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them just the littlest bit farther towards that milestone today. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And we'll look at Huga Homestead. Pardon me just for 1 second. We're going to talk about this channel's content in a moment. Pardon me for that. We are looking at Huga Homestead. Now, this is a channel that's actually been a friend of Tuberchat for a long, long time. And I run into them frequently supporting other creators as well. And you will likely find the same when you connect with them. They've got 514 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 600 they're thinking about. Shadow Gaming with Cooking, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. When we get into the videos on Huga Homestead, we can see I'm far behind for the last month almost. I'm just going to grab the latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's a playlist that I use to try to stay somewhat caught up with creators. I'm going to hit the shorts videos as well. First of all, they're letting us know in their video content that it's homesteading in the Midwest U.S. Gardening, rabbits, chickens, canning, prepping, simple life cooking, friendly talk, and probably some more variety as well. When we look at the shorts, a couple of these look pretty fun, but we see that they're starting to get into well over 1,500 views, so that will likely continue and increase as well. And then live streams might be something that they'll pick up in the future again. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Huga Homestead. I hope they listed it on their About page. Did they list it? They didn't. So I'm going to ask them for a favor. So Huga Homestead, if you happen to still be in the chat, because I don't know if they're still here. If you happen to still be in the chat, you gave us the definition of Huga. That's how this is pronounced, right? Huga Homestead. They gave us the definition for what that word means. It's a Dutch word that talks about the home, and it's like a warm and friendly description. And I'm hoping that they'll put that on the About page so that not only they can share it with us. Oh, never mind, it's there. I'm looking at it. I'm asking for them to do a favor that they've already done. Huga means cozy, peaceful home. In Danish, forgive me, I said Dutch. I didn't mean to do that. Huga means cozy, peaceful home in Danish. I think that's really cool because you're learning something before you even get into the chat or into the channel. If you're not racing and making all kinds of mistakes like I am. There you go. There's Huga Homestead right there. But hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety in the channel. But I always love, warm, welcoming ideas like this as well. So that's really cool. But like I said, Huga Homestead's been a long, long, long time friend. And you'll see them out. If you haven't already seen them before, after today, you'll likely start seeing them everywhere because they're out supporting creators all the time. We'll spin the wheel. Fazio to Face King picked up a gifted membership today. And Fazio to Face King's been a longtime friend that brings us video gameplay. We'll look at their channel in a quick second here. I can see I'm behind with their videos. And I'm just going to see what they've got here because most of these are quite short. So I'm going to take one of the ones they did a couple of days ago. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give them a few watch minutes, right? Every minute matters, of course. We'll get into the shorts videos, and we see that these have gotten into the thousands of views, which is great. Live streams. games are something that they do frequently, as we can see. Wow, several a day sometimes. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them with these. I might take an extra 2-minute video here and put that in my catch-up list for Phase Yoda, Phase King as well. And then hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members in the chat. And this is really cool. Huga Homestead says it's a concept followed in many countries. Look up the word Huga. It's a great concept, so I certainly will. As a matter of fact, I'm actually not going to forget to do that. I'm going to save that for myself. And let's spin the wheel. It's time for me to get some names onto the wheel. So I'm getting a channel ready to go. Oh, and then thank you, Destination Fun. Yeah, that's true. Ben Cyan Games. I've thought about that. I haven't done anything with it yet, but I did recently, finally, probably prematurely, get a new Xbox. And I know that's not helpful to anybody on PlayStation or possibly even online. But when we think about gaming, there's a lot of communities out there. One of the things that a few creators do here in Superchat is they do live streams and they play games that allow others to join them, which I think is really cool. So maybe one of these days we can do a Grand Theft Auto Battle Royale and everybody can chase down Superchat and try to blow them to smithereens. But we'll try that one of these days. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve is up right now. We're going to talk about their content in a second. But I'm going to look through our chat list and see what channels I can add to the list now. Together We Travel is going to be featured, actually. I forget which episode I put it on. I just posted it today, but they're going to be featured shortly. And let me see who's still with us in the chat. Ben Cyan Games is still here. And I'll get a couple more names in a moment as we need them. I'm spitting prematurely, but we're looking at Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. Now, Jen has been an unbelievably supportive creator. She supports all of my channels. For anybody who hasn't seen it, by the way, all the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. And that is available on a separate channel, and most of the songs, I intend someday to clean that up, most of the songs have free MP3 links in there so that you can get the music easily, for those of you who know how to do that. And CV Baseball Card Collector, I've got you on the wheel now. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve is going to bring us homesteading activities, but there's a lot of family togetherness on this channel. Once in a while, you'll find Jen with a guitar. That is probably one of the most loved treats on the channel, I can imagine, between people. But they're bringing us shorts and live streams as well as their videos. The shorts are getting into the thousands of views. As you can see, live streams can bring almost anything, indoors or outdoors. And now I see they're getting into StreamYard panels too, which is cool. But I've hung out with them many times. And like I said, they support every channel that I own. And I'm just taking this video. That's interesting, eh? Huge tree cut down by the electric company for free. That's interesting. My parents had a tree that was like forever years old, right? And it started to, some of the branches started to fall apart and caused disaster. So they had to get that removed, but my parents had to take care of it, I remember, and they had to bring that crane truck. They didn't have a big house or anything, but the crane had to go onto the driveway, reach over, and the guys had to do the work on the tree. But the problem is the crane vehicle is so heavy it destroyed the driveway at the same time. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Rural Adventurer, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I accidentally spun the wheel. So the Stock Explorer is coming up right now. I'm accidentally spinning again. So we'll see who's coming up next. It's going to be Together We Travel. So I'll get these channels in order here. And then we'll get back to spinning shortly. And the Stock Explorer is here as a member and a moderator. They went live earlier today scratching some lottery tickets. But what they seek to do on their channel more than anything else is bring us the stock markets and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth way. They do that with everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics like NFTs and options trading. and they often have product in hand. I have seen this creator go as far as to invest in a stock, order a product, and then unbox that product on a live stream, which is kind of cool. The Stock Explorer is always friendly and welcoming, and all of the moderators on this channel are, first of all, dear friends of mine, but they're all dear friends of each other. They all have separate channels and they all do different things, but one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity, and for that reason they will allow you to meet more friends and family members on their channels when you visit them for premieres and live streams. So I hope that you will. Now, the Stock Explorer, like I said, is a member and a moderator. They're posting frequently. Lately there's a lot of friendly conversation. When we get into their shorts videos, we can see a lot of variety here. A lot of channels are doing this. Even if it's a niche channel, they're using a lot of shorts to add some variety. And that's okay. Everybody's got to make the right decision for their own channel. The Stock Explorer has a lot of friendly conversation. StreamYard panels, for instance. Sometimes they have charts and graphs for us to see. But most often, it's friendly conversation either with them. And the conversation can go anywhere once it starts. But I joined them a few months ago on their channel as well. See, here in Superchat, we just get into bite-sized information. I share my experience and we talk about different things in the channel, but I learn from creators of all sizes every single day as well. But because we only talk about bite-sized bits of information here, I'm always happy when I can do one of these. And I joined Nora for a couple of hours where we were talking about YouTube. So I hope you'll go and check that out as well. Now, the Stock Explorer also has a second channel. Tropical Buzz is where Nora wants to educate us about plant life, some of which is already there, some they will be growing themselves. They happen to be in Florida, so hopefully we'll see some new content soon. They're a very hard worker, so I know they're busy all the time, but we'll be looking forward to it. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. 209 subscribers on this second channel. We'd love to push them towards the 300 we know they must be thinking about. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Superchat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to go for another 3 minutes, and then we're going to come back with Be Amazing Sylvia. Alright, we're back and about to look at Be Amazing Sylvia. Now, she's been a dear friend since the beginning of Superchat. She's well known as one of the 7 creators that made up the Drop the Link Day crew, and some of those creators are still doing live streams dedicated to helping people connect with each other in a similar way to what we do here in Superchat. Now, there's no right way or wrong way, let's just say, to connect with each other. We follow a specific system here. We always have. We will likely continue on into the distant future. However, Be Amazing Sylvia, Geo, and a few other members of the Drop the Link Day crew do a special live stream where they connect on shorts videos. Here we do it a little bit differently. We just insist on everybody following the same pattern here because we know that it works. And again, it's not to say that there's a right way or a wrong way. In the case of a channel like this, if you haven't already connected with them, the idea is to start a conversation in the chat, let them know you want to connect, and head to their channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes. Very important that it's at least 3 minutes long. Very important that we watch from beginning to end. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. Give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on as you see me do for all creators. That should make the connection stick. Then, when you come back and let them know you've done all that, they'll turn around and do the same thing for you. Rushing Wind Mountain, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming by. I do appreciate a moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming through quickly, to say hello, give a thumbs up, or run the stream in the background. The BC Gaming Dispatcher, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Michael's Adventures, I do not have one set up, but I'm also not certain about the end time right now. But if you want to move your premiere to right now, we can raid. Today's been a bit of a different day because the beginning was so unbelievably overwhelming. But Saturday night is not a typical time that we stream. We usually go in the afternoon like we will next week again. So we never really know. But if you wanted to get it ready, just let me know yes or no first, and then I'll decide on the time, if that's okay. Ace Flaw 1 is Andy, and 4,100 subscribers for this creator. Now, Andy is another creator. Forgive me. I'm going to go back to Be Amazing Sylvia. I didn't really talk about her content. I'm going to go back to that channel in a quick second. And then thank you to BC Gaming Dispatcher. It's not necessary to go overboard, like when it comes to sharing. I appreciate every share, of course, but more than one for Superchat is never necessary. We've already been on for 2.5 hours today, just about, so that's okay. And I space out a lot of the social media posts. I do appreciate every single one, but I never want anybody to go too far, just because if anybody has the ability to share, I'd love for you to share the idea of that generosity with other creators as well, right? If you were going to do 2 for me, I'd rather you do 1 for me and 1 for somebody else, if that makes sense. The BC Gaming Dispatcher, somebody who came to us originally from Instagram, actually. They're always active in the channels that they support. You put it earlier tomorrow. So Michael's Adventures tomorrow, I saw you had it at 7:30, but Tuber tomorrow is going to start at 7 p.m. And that's because I got Mother's Day. I'm going to drive to Toronto and then have to be back. But we're going for lunch instead of dinner like we used to. Things have changed, but I still have family obligations. But we're just doing things a little bit earlier. I should be in great time to be able to come back. I'm not going to move it, but I'll stream probably at 7 p.m. tomorrow, ending at 10, if you want to do that. If you want to run something today, we can. If not, even if you want to do it tomorrow, I don't have another one. I'm going to get back to Be Amazing Sylvia in a second because I didn't talk about her content, but Ace Flaw 1 has been a friend for just about as long. Ace Flaw 1 has been with me for well over 3.5 years now. And this creator brings travel content more than anything else. This is Andy. They've done the occasional... What did they do? I thought... why don't I remember their... why do they not have a live stream here or even a tab? I remember their first live stream from so long ago, unless they changed something up that I wasn't aware of. Now, they post videos occasionally. but they're an incredibly supportive creator. They've been here with us regularly in Tuber Chat over all this time. So obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. We'd love to push them towards the 4,200 subscribers that we know that they're thinking about. So I'm just going back to Me Amazing Sylvia. I put the channel up, and she's a dear friend. I didn't talk about the content because I was talking about connecting. But Be Amazing Sylvia has a variety channel, but she's very knowledgeable in the workings of YouTube as well, and she's been helping creators with their YouTube journey ever since I met her over 3 years ago. Now, Be Amazing Sylvia will bring video shorts and live streams, but I'm going to show you a magical thing on this channel. She hooked into a pattern of shorts videos, if that makes sense, that are really working for her, and the channel's had an explosion in growth lately because of it. So you see that some of these shorts have gotten into the tens of thousands of views. One of them over 143,000, 217,000, 466,000, and 739,000. So she's just doing spectacularly with these. But she's posting shorts all the time. And like I said, she does a live stream where people connect with each other in that way. You can see some of these are just killing it. Even the last one she did got close to 1,000 views, which is great. One of those cheerleading ones. When we get into the live streams, she does these live streams as a series. A few other creators, like Geo does it for sure. I think Marlene does it, and a couple other creators might get together, and they allow you to connect. But these creators are always trying to motivate and inspire in different ways with lots of different guests and things like that. They generously share their knowledge that, you know, between Marlene, Be Amazing Sylvia, Geo, and the rest of their close-knit group, they're always trying to help others. Now, Be Amazing Sylvia is approaching 11,000 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. You know that I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of the what they must have already been through to get to, let's say, 3,000 and beyond. I find 3,000 to be a great marker for transition from somebody who is starting their YouTube journey into, let's say, the continuation where things start to really move. 2,000 is kind of a beginning to that, obviously, but 3,000 seems to be a marker where people are able to turn around and share a lot of valuable knowledge because of some of the ups and downs and things that they've discovered. It's just an opinion, not saying I'm right, but you'll see what I mean in the stories that I tell about channels here. So Ben Cyan Games is here with us frequently also, and over 3,600 subscribers right now. Ben Cyan Games is bringing us a lot of video gameplay. I see he's got a brand new video. I'm going to take this one and put it in my catch-up list. That'll give you a few watch minutes there. He's working on watch hours right now. The live streams feature a lot of video gameplay. He's been doing a few talking head videos lately, and hopefully everybody will enjoy these. But when we get into the shorts videos, we see that some of these are getting into thousands of views, which is great. This specific bar chart race one has gotten over 414,000 views. When I first saw my first bar chart race on YouTube, which is probably 4, 5, 6 years ago, I was mesmerized, and I am totally a nerd and a geek, so I love charts and graphs and data and things like that, but I just thought these were really cool, and I hope to still do one at some point. I've never actually sat there with a system and put the time into getting one done, but I expect to do one at some point on my own channel anyway. But Ben Cyan Games is somebody who always engages conversation, willing to collaborate with others, and bringing ideas into the chat. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, getting some of that support coming back to you as well. CV Baseball Card Collector is in the house. We'll see what they've got going on for today. And CV Baseball Card Collector is a channel that I'm still getting to know, but they've been with us a few times. Yeah, we're doing okay at 84 thumbs up. I wasn't pushing hard enough, I think, in the beginning of the stream. It was really weird today because such an overwhelming beginning. But again, we're not at a typical time, right? So, some people will come into the live stream, and then at 6 p.m. on Saturday, I'm sure is a huge time for a lot of channels to go live. And as time goes on, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, more and more creators are going live. Notifications are popping up for everybody everywhere. And especially here, a lot of creators come in, they know they're on the wheel, so they can split, which is fine. So, CV Baseball Card Collector is getting close to 2,000 subscribers. They've been officially on the road for a while now. I'm just going to take their latest video, though. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. If anybody in the house right now would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, just please simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. If there's anybody who hasn't been on the wheel or the screen that's still listening or watching, just please say anything at all in the chat and I'll get you on the wheel right away. And I just put on Rural Adventure and Yarn Again, so your channels will both be seen soon. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to CV Baseball Card Collector and see what they've got going on for shorts. These have started to get into, some of them into the thousands, one over 10,000 and one over 47,000 views, which is great. And then live streams are something that they're doing about once a week. They did one a couple of weeks ago, so hopefully we'll catch the next one. I've got my notification on for every channel, of course. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Rural Adventure is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on for today. And if anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Now, Rural Adventure is up on the screen for the first time. So I'm going to take their latest video and put it into a special Watch Later playlist. This is something we all have. It's a private playlist, but it's something you can use to keep caught up with creators or save videos that you don't have time to watch now, but want to make sure you have time for later. Now, I'm going to put this video on my Watch Later list, and what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my Watch Later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on here as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Together We Travel is coming up right now. This is a channel that I see out supporting others all the time, and they're here with us just about every day in Tuber Chat, or frequently anyway. And they're going to feature them shortly also. I see they've got a new video they put out today, Carnival Celebration, another cruise ship video. So I can put that in my catch-up list. I've already got the notification on for the next video that they're going to put out. I'm going to get a link for us where we can go and do a raid right now. Makeup Mom and Son is on. She is a beloved moderator and gold member here in Tuber Chat, so I hope everybody will connect with her. You'll be welcome to continue meeting friends and family members in her channel the same way that we do here. And she's been a dear friend for a long time. And then Together We Travel, let's just look at your shorts videos also. I've pinned that link, by the way. When we get into the shorts, I talk about it every time I put the channel up, but I love these 2 views on these shorts here. And hopefully that will continue as they get more cruising content for us. Live streams are something that they tend to do frequently, but it's been about a month. We'll see if they're going to continue those likely. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. The Bullock Experience has been on the wheel just about the whole live stream, actually. The Bullock Experience is here with us every day as well. He's got 2 channels now. This is Kelly Bullock. So the Bullock Experience is catfishing first. The conversation can go anywhere once it starts over here, and he does a lot of live streaming. He might be taking us fishing or doing a StreamYard panel. But there's videos here as well that show a little bit of do-it-yourself activity. And then shorts videos are something that he started with that have gotten into a couple thousand views now, which is great. Live streams, like I said, are variety. I'm just going to take the latest one and put a notification on. Hopefully I'll catch that maybe in another 5 days or so. And then you get an idea of the variety of the content here in the live streams as well. There's fishing, there's StreamYard panels, and like I said, the conversation can go anywhere. When I look at gaming experience with Kelly, we see a second channel from this creator. He's actually live right now playing video gameplay, which is cool. He's got a couple of shorts. The video games are mixed up between Minecraft, WWE, and now is checking out some more live streaming with a few different games as well, which is great. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him here. 41 subscribers. He is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and has been for a long time. Next up is going to be Travel or Bust, and I'm going to get the link one more time for Makeup Mom and Son. And again, we can all go over there and continue meeting friends and family members the same way that we do here. And hopefully you'll give a thumbs up on the way out. Give Makeup Mom and Son a thumbs up on the way in. And Travel or Bust is up with more cruising and travel content. We see shorts on the forefront of their channel here, so we'll look at those right away. We see that these are starting to pop into the thousands of views, which is great. Live streams are something that they have done. We'll see if those are going to continue. And then videos, they're going to bring us all kinds of cruising content, which is really, really cool. I'm going to take this room tour because it looks like they've got one of these balconies. I've been on a cruise ship only once. I worked on a cruise ship for a summer, but the staff always have indoor rooms, right? Unless it's like the cruise director or officers and things like that. So I'm interested to see that room review. But hopefully everybody will enjoy this. Travel or Bust, over 1,000 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Granny Filming again. I'm going to get your name onto the wheel right now. We'll get through another couple of channels here. Yarn Again is still on there. We'll spin and we'll see which one of these two channels we're going to look at right now. Last call, if anybody's still watching or listening that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, we can get you on right now. We can't always get every channel on every day, so it's great when we can, but we always try. We're usually here 2.5 to 3 hours. Granny Filming again is coming up on the screen for the first time. So again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos and I'm going to put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Pardon me. The BC Gaming Dispatcher, I've got them onto the wheel and I've got them up onto the screen now. They happen to be live right now. They're just doing a silent stream trying to grab some watch hours. They've got almost, they're working on 1,200 subscribers now. And hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. The BC Gaming Dispatcher actually came to us from Instagram originally, so it shows how using the outside networks to promote your channel and live streams can draw in extra content and followers. All that fluff and stuff is here from Australia, and thank you for the highlighted milestone message. I've got them on the wheel, and the BC Gaming Dispatcher is going to mix up some video gameplay for us. I'm going to take their latest video, put it into my catch-up list to get some watch time in there, and we see their shorts are bringing a lot of variety, but they've gotten into over 1,000 views here, which is great, and then live streams seem to be fairly frequent, so hopefully everybody will enjoy those from this creator as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up and see what's happening with Yarn Again. And Cliff Hefner is still in the house. I'll get them onto the wheel as well. Yarn Again is coming up right this second, so I've got Cliff Hefner and all that fluff and stuff on the wheel. We'll see what Yarn Again has got going on for today. And this is another channel we're looking at on the screen for the very first time. So I usually look for videos that are far beyond 3 minutes, sometimes even 10 minutes or so. So I'm going to take this 9-minute video, put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I will watch that video. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you'll have our notification bell on here as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Cliff Hefner is coming up, and Makeup Mom and Son, I just dropped a link for that channel. We can go over there and join her for a live stream. I think she hasn't streamed in a while. And we'll be able to continue meeting friends and family members the same way that we do here. She's a moderator and a member here. Cliff Hefner is up right now. Hopefully we'll see new content from this creator coming up soon. They let us know they will be posting some stuff. They've got some shorts right now, and these have gotten close to 1,000 views, so that will likely continue. And then live streams are something they've done in the past. They might bring some more of those as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them. Cliff Hefner is here with us frequently, especially lately, and we'd love to push them towards the 300 subscribers that they're thinking about. And we'll spin the wheel. All that fluff and stuff from Australia is going to bring us a lot of activity out on the water. They're, of course, entering their winter months, so things are going to change for them pretty quickly. But this is a creator who collaborates with others, does a lot of live streaming, including cooking videos and do-it-yourself videos. They've given us tips about shorts videos and using them to promote our long-form content, which I've actually taken their advice myself. Like I say, I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. Some of their shorts have gotten into the thousands of views now, over 14,000 and 16,000, which is great to see. This is what I'm talking about with the live streams. We could see cooking, we could see some water activities. They bring us mud crabbing and reef fishing and snorkeling. And I'm just going to look at their videos. They've got a couple new videos out. I'm going to put one of these into my catch-up list. That'll help me catch up a little bit. They got 3,200 subscribers right now, and they have been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for well beyond a couple of years now. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Thank you, everyone, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend here. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up on the way out. Give Makeup Mom and Son a thumbs up on the way in. We will see everybody tomorrow night, but hopefully everybody will enjoy their Mother's Day for those of you who celebrate that. And I'll join you on Makeup Mom and Son's channel. We'll leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes so that you can clean up your connections here, and then we'll continue over there. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.